So this is a 2-hour PS Plus trial of Black Myth Wukong, what some would say is the #1 Game of the Year contender. Chinese action beat 'em up. Is it a Souls clone? Is it a Sekiro clone? A Ninja Gaiden clone? We'll find out. Kind of on a fast clock, like I said, 2-hour trial. Saw a lot of people playing it when it first released, but they didn't really like it or stick to it. So it might be more of my thing. I like action games. I like Devil May Cry. I kind of was disappointed that Stellar Blade was not more like Bayonetta. So we'll see. Is it a Souls clone or an action game of its own right? Black Myth. Based on the Monkey King mythology, which I don't really know much about. I remember there was like a Fox Kids cartoon about the Monkey King. And he had his pole staff. But I don't really remember. I have this running in performance mode, and it's kind of already choppy, even just during a cutscene. I remember when people played it on PC, they had to spend like an hour unpacking the textures, so I don't know whether this is going to run best on balanced or quality or performance, but I always run performance. We'll just see how the frame rate does. I might turn the volume down too, but I figure keep it loud for the intro cutscene. But this is a game I was really excited to try. Like I said, I played a lot of action games on PS2. God of War and Devil May Cry were some of my favorites. And the reason why I liked Dark Souls 1 so much was because it was so much like Devil May Cry 3. Lock on with R1, roll around, and really use stun counting to beat up enemies and get confirmed combos. So Dark Souls 1 kind of played like an action game to me compared to what I was used to.
Safe. The scriptures sound.
He's kind of got a bitch-made voice.
All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain, free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me. I understand that. And they send you and those knuckleheads to threaten me.
So is he still the hero? And he's fighting all these guys?
Once more. I understand that too. But what I don't understand is you bastards killing my kind!
So he's fighting these giants, and look at that, they're like guided by these generals. So this is just the starter tutorial, very beginning of the game. I kind of don't know anything about the mechanics, I haven't read up on it or anything. I kind of just let the designers teach me and then I learn as I go. Lean on my action game fundamentals, and then we'll learn about any of the mechanics and the theater and all that stuff later.
Stay back, stupid dog.
So far it's kind of goofy. It's like a mistranslated movie on a public access channel.
He's a monkey of merit.
This guy's a real guy. And he's got a cooler sword.
None other than me can challenge him to a duel. Look, monkey. I don't make a habit of fighting someone I've bested before. Here's my offer.
So he said we
If
fought
you
before.
lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if
Stay
I
and level your mountain?
I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless.
So who's this general and all these commanding giants?
How tragic would that be, huh? You are one of the court. We don't need to resort to violence. How about you bend the knees, admit the wrongs, and we can put this behind us.
I wonder how much of this game is like story motivated, or if this just sets up the action.
All these years, Except for that pig. You're the one who talks the tallest tales. Good. I am entertained. Speaking of entertainment, wouldn't it be fun if I pluck
Wouldn't it be
your
fun if I could
extra
fight
eye out
already?
for my snack and allow
Speaking of
you to
entertainment,
keep
how's
the
that for
other two?
entertainment?
Because I'd hate to let you miss how I'll slaughter each mongrel of the court. Those below,
I'm ready to go.
those above,
It's enough preamble.
and that black mutt of yours.
I'm ready to go. Let's
Come at
play
me.
already.
All of you.
So let's see.
They gave you many chances, yet you spurned each
He has
one.
like a little bit of a
Such
turnaround
regret.
animation when he has to move like that. So we'll quick lock on. We got a dodge, a jump. It's frame skip there. I got one attack. What's triangle? Triangle's heavy. So we got dodge, jump, and light heavy. What about a block? R1, L1, L2, R2. R2 is rock solid. R2 looks like magic, and L might be parry. That's interesting that the base buttons are the attacks in a game like this. Let's see. Let's use some more magic. About a heavy. I hit L2 to try and maybe try and parry, but he didn't really do that animation. I'm not seeing any type of stamina meter or anything. Let's try another R2 and square kind of frozen. Maybe it needs some freeze magic. Let's try it again. No, I don't have it. See, so is there no block in this? So there's no block. So maybe I can hold. Maybe I can hold L2 to block. Feels okay so far. It's interesting that a game like this would kind of require a lock
The
on.
victorious fight.
But it might
in
work
Buddha.
if you're just focused
Have
on
you any
dodging and
idea how
not
many
parrying.
would give their everything for immortality?
Immortality? For that word, all realms and beings have ruined themselves.
So I don't know if I'm getting good dodges there, because I'm getting that little after image. And then L3's run. Let's do some heavies. Might just want to use lights. He's not doing anything. Sometimes I'm hitting buttons and he's not attacking. What are you waiting for? I'm hitting triangle, he's not even winding up. I'm attacking some grab.
The Celestial Court welcomed you, foul monkey, yet you remain untamed.
Foul monkey.
None shall save you now.
I gotta turn the volume down.
Dear brother, your edge needs honing. Good. I was in need of a back scratcher.
I hate when they do these wind-up attacks and I'm just waiting. Like, and all I can do is dodge. Look at this. And it, triangle, triangle, triangle. What the fuck is the wait? Are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, man? Cast those monkeys. Triangle, 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 triangle. Like, what's with the wind-up on this attack? I don't know what L2 does. little squares again. It's pretty fluid when you're attacking. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, another cutscene. I guess you got infinite health in this scene too. They kind of just want to let you feel what trying to attack and trying to dodge is like. Got his rock armor on. I think it feels pretty fluid. I just need to learn the rules.
Foul monkey! Taste my axe!
You call that a duel? The glare up here is dazzling. Fight me in the woods if you have the guts.
Yeah, I kind of want to get down on the ground and just, like, run on a level and fight some basic enemies. It's kind of weird that they start you with a boss fight. Was getting a headache. So that's how I lost the battle. I got a migraine while I was flying as a turkey. It's like stuttering too. This game is 100 gigabytes.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes.
Look at that tree going crazy.
He found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust.
What do I think so far? I don't really need to know the story. I kind of just want to play and see if it's a good action game. It almost looks like it's got the same color scheme as Wild Hearts. So far, I think kind of moving around and dodging is very smooth. And I just need to get the feel of attacking.
This stone has stood for countless days on the mountain. Since my youth, they've said that his remains lie within it.
Can I just play? I don't care. I want to fucking play.
Unforgotten, undying.
I only got 2 hours here.
Such is the nature of a stone
Is it Planet of the
monkey.
Apes?
Though his body was broken, his spirit endures. Into 6 relics he turned, and separately they escaped, choosing to stay hidden. Those are the 6 senses of the great sage. Yet no one has ever seen them, not in centuries.
So I'm not the great sage, I'm just some guy.
I'm
Animal
old
hybrid.
now. Venture through all the lands I cannot. Yet among you, there might be one who is destined. One that shall recover all his scattered relics And upon the return
I'm desperate
of
to
the
skip this
relics to
cutscene.
Mount Tuaguo,
Just to start
he may
playing.
yet rise again.
Like, how many minutes is this going on now? It's a fucking action game, dude. Okay, very good. You got the little paw print. Black myth. Let's play already. So do you know what's going on? Because I don't. But anyway, it's an action game and you gotta find the 6 relics. Alright, bing bang boom. I think that the dodging is very smooth. And I just wanted to know some of the rules for combat. Oh yeah, it has long load times even on PS5. I guess I gotta get a PS5 Pro if I want to level up my game. I'm skipping this. Sorry, I'm skipping. I'm skipping. I can't watch it. Lock on target. So when he doesn't lock on, it's... Let's see if we can just, like, free him. I really like the way that it's, I really like the way that it's at least smooth. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's come here. At least do this.
No matter how many times you come around, you're still as mischievous as ever, eh?
So let's see. Anything underneath the camera there? Let's go. So we're running around. It's Black Myth Wukong. As far as like him moving around, like I said, when he turns, like you have to turn around. See how there's that little bit of animation? That's the only thing you gotta worry about, but it's not laggy. And the camera's not laggy either. So we gotta jump, no double, a light, and then we have these heavies where it really takes a long time. See, like, look, I'm pressing it, right? Look at that attack. Maybe it's a startup? Is it a stance, do you think? I don't know. But the heavy has a lot of start time. But it does feel smooth, and it feels like you're really beating into these enemies with a wooden pole. So it's not stiff and it's not floaty. It's smooth. Smooth and fluid combat. And then there's this L2. I don't know what that's about. I can't attack out of it. We see the meter in the bottom. So yellow meter in the lower left might be stamina. And then blue might be magic. And then white, I'm going to assume, is health. What about R1? L1! Ah, oh, fuck. L1 is drink. Alright, L1 is drink. And then R1 we don't know yet. Any modifiers, maybe? Attack modifiers? And then R2, like we learned in the tutorial, is magic. What about this menu? What's underneath this menu? Self-advance. Self-advance. I have my clothing. And then my equipment. Self-advance is my ability. Jesus, 020, 127. And then journal and inventory. Alright. Examine. What does that mean? Exit examine. Okay. Wish I would have watched that cutscene. So let's play Black Myth Wukong. Is it the action game of the year? Is it a little bit more than just a typical Souls clone? Let's see. I don't even know what developer made it. R1 is Sprint? R1 is Sprint. And I guess L3 is also Sprint. Okay. Do you have Sprint attacks? No. So that heavy just has a ton of hang time. R2 is Gather?
Hunting a new cut.
Alright, beat him up. I wonder if do you get different weapons in this? That's something I've never seen. A lot of invisible walls. Can I go down here? It doesn't seem like it. Alright, invisible walls. I like also that the camera's really centered on him. I don't like when these games do like that crooked camera where it's like to the left or the right of the protagonist. Heavy attack. Hold to charge and build up focus. Okay. So I'm charging, that's why. Or I could just mash on light. Tiny access portrait.
Our king is fully prescient. Someone did.
So then what if I mix it up and add a heavy in it? So it's really not worth adding heavies in an attack string if you're already starting with lights and these guys are suffering hit stun. It's like, the name of the game is hit stun. You want to be able to stagger them and you don't want them to be able to power through or armor through your attacks.
What you waiting for? Pluck your hair and make an offer.
Like save state, upgrade state.
Hi.
I'm skipping.
Keeper
I want to play. I don't want to
Good luck to
learn
you.
your story. Just listen to these dumbass guys. I'm not Chinese. I don't give a fuck about this mythology. So my incense offering. What does this do? Rest, travel, or leave. Replenish my gourd. All right, fine. Let's run. We're just doing a test drive on an unofficial first playthrough of a 2-hour trial. We gotta get it going. So he's got a shield now. He has a shield, maybe running through the back of him. Works. And you notice when you get very well-timed dodges, you sort of phase to the other side of them. And I think these enemies are supposed to be very basic and easy, so you can just get the hang of the mechanics. You don't need to try hard to die so fast. I think that's actually to the benefit of this game because it's got such a big fan base with, like, kids. Hey, there we go, a combo. It's got such a fan base of kids. Ah, he busted through. That you don't really want to punish them for trying to play and have fun so early. You kind of want to make them feel like, oh, I'm playing as the hero, I know the attacks and the abilities. You don't want some perpetual first boss fight you die, first enemy you die, repeating the same walkway again and again, because they're going to quit out. There's room for a tougher boss after you get the hang of things. And then we saw, after I kind of beat the enemy up for a little bit, he got like a little bit of an armor and was able to repel me.
Our mighty kings got serious.
So you can't just mash the whole time. Eventually they'll break out and start to counter hit you. It also seems like there are some combo attacks that you can do mixing up square and triangle. It does look very foresty, like the pine needles on the ground. First big guy, huh? See, I think I had already hit triangle, and then you. Oh, so you can dodge out of that stance. All right, he goes fast. It's always a struggle to figure out, like, when you're allowed to attack and when you're supposed to just hang tight and dodge, or if you're already in something. Look at that, he busted me off. And then he grabbed me and I'm dead. So, what's going on here? Cutscene. Who's this old Krillin looking dude?
Oh, it's been a while, but the immobilized spell still works like a charm. Since you hail from Mount Huadro,
I can't skip.
it won't hurt to teach you a handy trick. Now,
Mobilize
here
spell.
we go.
His head looks like a potato. Immobilize.
There you go. Should you come across any miscreants, just point your finger at them and release this spell. You'll be able to hold them in place while giving yourself a breather.
Cool, immobilize.
Sadly, mine is but a humble trick. Its power will wear
So
off
sometimes
within
it's
a
tough to
few
figure out
short
whether the enemy's in a neutral state
Though
and you
it's
can
good
attack,
enough against
or if then they
warriors like
start
this one.
winding up their own swing, and it's like, well,
Just consider
I already
it a
committed to a heavy
risk
attack, I guess I'm taking hit. So, I like the games where you can attack and get stunned and create initiative, and you're not just waiting to, like, counterattack them. I hit it right then and there, dude, this is what I'm saying. I fucking hit it right then and there. Let's try this again. Because all these bosses are the same. They do nothing. You press one button, and they're winding up their power attack. So let's try this again. The other thing is, how necessary is a heavy attack against an enemy if it's not going to stun them anyway, and you're stuck in this wind-up mode? Look. This is the triangle button on the controller, right? That's how long it takes. Now you can dodge out of that. So now I'm pressing and holding and then dodging, and I'm still not winding anything up. So what happens when I'm maybe press and hold, and then if I'm still pressing and holding, square doesn't do anything. If I release, he's ready to go. I wonder what the general strategy is. Let's try some combo attacks too. Square, square, square. So we have square, square. No, nothing. Square, square, square. We get a triangle out of there too. And what's L2 do? Let's test L2. Let's test L2. That seems to be some type of attack. But it costs stamina. So it's almost like some type of repel. Yeah, it takes so long. Maybe you should just be charging a heavy? Look, and he busts me off. And it's like, in the time it takes to wind up and land a heavy, would it be better to just... Wow, he released it automatically, so you can't just indefinitely hold the heavy. So in the time it takes to release this fucking thing, would it be better to just... mash square? Like, what's the damage per second? Like, think about the full animation of this. That's like 2 seconds. Versus if you could just hit him 3 times smashing square and do the same damage and be, you know, light on your toes. Oh, and don't forget stamina. So we'll do a heavy now. It takes so long. But it might be worth it. Let's try this spell and beat him up. Wow, you beat him out of your own immobilize spell. Stop attacking. I'm trying to dodge out of here. I'm in the corner pressure now. Oh yeah, you can run. So maybe when you want to escape, you should run. What if I run and do a run attack? Dodge too early. I thought he was going to swing from the horizontal. So sometimes when you want to get away, I don't think that dodging to get away is a smart move. I think running to get away might be a better strategy because you save your stamina. And then sometimes you see him winding up, and it's one of those things. Is this an instant dodge, or is this a long wind up where he's trying to make you wait. Overall, not bad. I think that the feeling of the attacks beating into the enemies is really satisfying. I'm really glad that this is more of an action game and less of like a prepare to die Souls clone. Because like I said, Stellar Blade was just a fucking other clone, and it's whack. The camera's like focusing on this thing. I can't go in there. Gather. So I'm glad that's more of an action game. That's kind of what I wanted to play. And it maybe just has the appearance of an open world, but I think that a lot of, with all the invisible walls and stuff, I don't know how much you're supposed to explore, or if it's going to open up a lot more later on. See, like, these guys are pretty flimsy. But that might just be for right now. I wonder also if R1 to run is really convenient compared to clicking L3. I'm going to have to remember to use that more. Be a gully or anything. Just kind of looking for something to find. I like that instead of focusing on parry, they're making you focus on dodge, because it's just way easier to default to a defensive maneuver like a dodge. And then a perfect dodge essentially is a parry. So it's like, kind of kills two birds with one stone. I think my impression so far is pretty positive. And I think if it's kind of, even if it's like a little bit more casual, I'm kind of down with it. Not everything has to be like trying so hard. Let's just have some fun. And it's almost like a casual action game would really, I think there's a market for, he didn't charge it up. I think there's a market for like a casual action game. I think I can get him right here. So I think there's a market for a little bit of a more casual action game that just gives the experience without making you frustrated to have to repeat this stuff again and again. And the emphasis on dodging instead of parry is also really smart, because a lot of people, they don't have the reaction or the execution. They're not going to be able to time it, or... And like I said, anything you can eliminate any way you can eliminate frustration from the player's experience is just going to keep them with the game longer, and it's going to keep a positive opinion from players of the game. And there are always ways where you can make it tougher on yourself. You know, no hit, no dodge, no magic, whatever you want to do. Set the world record breakthrough or whatever you want to do. But especially with young kids probably going to be playing this game, it's not like an M for mature, bloody, gory game. I think when you start seeing like T for teen or E for E games, they should be on the easier side of difficulty, just to remain appealing and not frustrate players and make them put it down. What did I think about fighting that crow dude? Yeah, you kind of have to wind up as many attacks as possible. It's really easy to just chain a lot of the light attacks and dodge out of it. So just knowing you're getting as much damage as you can, and then knowing you're getting as much damage as you can, and then the enemy is kind of breaking out of hit stun and is going to wind up their own attack. That's what I need to visually recognize in order to kind of stop my offense and then switch to more of a defensive mode. So let's see this here. So we're probably venturing deeper into the tutorial level. Open self-advance to awaken talents. Level up to gain sparks and awaken more. Do I need any type of temple to do that, or I could do it right from the menu? Let's see, abilities come from deities, and they better steer your own path. What are staff stances? Acquire new stances, refine masteries, and focus better. But I don't know that I have anything to spend in this category. So you get more attacks. So maybe more like Bayonetta or God of War, you could build out your sort of like a combat profile. Each talent level slightly increases the health recovery upon consuming a focus point. What's a focus point? Enable sprinting while charging. I think that'd be really useful. Resolute counterflow. Performing heavy attacks during light attack combos with a focus point consumed allows the destined one to execute a resolute strike. The destined one can see through incoming enemy attacks and nullify their damage. Enemies that have been seen through are easier to stagger. So maybe this is like, this gives me an armor opportunity, maybe. They all seem pretty good. What about this mysticism? Each talent level increases damage dealt to immobilize enemies. That's pretty cool. Hitting an immobilized enemy with light attacks extends the duration of the next immobilization inflicted on them. So more immobile. And then what's this then? That's this. Stamina. Each talent level moderately reduces stamina cost of sprinting. A talent level moderately reduces cost of dodging. Hey, that might be good, but let me tell you this. If you get used to dodges consuming less stamina or general actions consuming less, I wonder if it's better to just leave that defaulted and focus on combat abilities. Rather than being like, I want to regain more health or I want dodging to cost less, dodging should just cost less. It's almost like you want to be able to do more damage. Each talent level significantly increases the engaged distance of L2 staff spin, move forward while using staff spin. I don't even really know how to use that yet, other than maybe to bust off projectiles. Increases max health, increases max stamina. What do I think about this? I kind of want heavies to get a little bit of armor. Maybe I should try that. I also like this idea, enable sprinting while charging, because then I can move around more. So let me try and do this. I'm awakened. And then what is that? Sprinting while charging. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does. Because I can run. I don't know if sprinting while charging is really necessary, but for right now, let's keep maybe a little bit of an armor move on a heavy attack. And I'm kind of going to run around and try and trigger enemies so that they can attack me and I can just fight. Because I'm not going to... I don't think there's much... I don't think there's a lot of need to... I don't think there's much need to be stealthy. You kind of want to engage them and beat them up. So I'm willing to get into some fights.
Is that a monkey or am I just seeing?
And I'm hitting the heavy like so early. The heavy attacks are coming out so early. Look, like I hit it. But that's better because I think that he kind of did a little bit of an automatic dodge through there. I hit it. When you see, look at that. That's pretty good. When you see him put his staff behind him, oh, he blew up on me. I've already hit the button. When you hit the button and he puts a staff behind you, and that's how long it takes for that heavy to come out, I don't know if that's very good. So maybe it was just these couple of enemies. When I hit heavy, and their attack kind of went underneath me, sort of like a pseudo dodge. But if I can make that heavy attack more useful, because it does seem to stagger them, and set them up for a little bit of a bigger beating. And like I said, the emphasis on dodge rather than parry, I like that. But bring back block. You know, I like a nice block and punch.
Be smarter. Our mighty king's got.
See, look, it crushes them. You just get a nice light starter. It looks kind of a little fuzzy when I'm moving it around, but motion blur is sort of maxed out. So I think just with my setup PS5 and my monitor, I kind of just let motion blur do its thing. Turning it off doesn't really make it any better. It's like either you want it to smear left and right, or you want it to like cut vertically, like a camera shutter. So where do I want to go? Do I want to go here first? No way. That it looks like I can't ignore this. Let me see if I can get a nice screenshot here. Let's see. So 40 minutes in, there's a lot going on. I think that it's fun. It almost could ramp up the difficulty a little bit. Maybe like a tougher group of enemies, maybe? I think that I like this way more than Sekiro. Like, because there's not this focus on parry. Even though I respect Sekiro, it's just a tough game to go back to. I've tried. I think the newness of playing it once, and the fact that I like figured out parry to what is called death blows like way too late in the playthrough, it just kind of made me lose interest. But in that game, you kind of can stalk slowly through the level and take advantage of blocking in addition to parrying just to fight the basic enemies. But in that game, it was never really the basic enemies that were a problem. It was more the bosses, where you're pretty much forced to parry and dodges. There's a lot of other problems in that game. How dodge has startup and so does jump. It's a big problem. Dodge should be an instant defensive maneuver. So yeah, thus far, I think the game is just easing you in because, like I said, it doesn't want to frustrate new or young players, which is a smart design decision. It can always get tougher later. And you can level up and ramp up. Like, imagine if this game had 80 bosses or something. It has, what, 80 or 130 or some shit? What is self-advance? That's the same. Set spells, reignite the sparks. What does this mean? What does this mean? That's what this is? Reclaim all sparks at once. What does that do? Maybe it undoes my abilities in the event that I don't want to. I want to like respecify. Each talent level increases distance of light attack starter. I mean, it's fine right now. I kind of want to just use it. The basics. And I like this so far. It seems to work. What about this? Sprinting while charging. Maybe I don't really need that. It could be useful. Increases health consumption. And what did I say? Damage dealt. Maybe we'll do something. Each talent level moderately increases damage dealt to immobilized enemies. Maybe that's really useful. I'll do it. Fuck it. And then what is this? Hitting an immobilized enemy extends the duration of next immobilization. Yeah, okay, we'll be an immobilized main. What else do I want to do? The store, buy. What does this do? My gourds. I'm not a big item guy. I'm not a big item guy in these action games. And then what is that? Rest. So we spent 2 skill points so far.
Hey, wait! You don't think you can just parade in, do you?
I can't skip this one either.
Simple.
I don't like this weird guy. It looks like he's wearing a diaper.
Let me transform you into a golden cicada, so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed.
No, that's okay. I'm already a monkey.
Fly!
I don't need to become a bug.
It might be humble, but my shrine is very versatile. You'll get it soon.
Is he a bug too? He's like dust. And now I'm a bug. Scout
In the depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form, they help
Yeah,
you
there's only 2 enemies, and I can beat them in like
This form does not last.
1 hit.
Should you find yourself lost, just follow my voice. Now, off you go.
Yeah, it's just like the most basic. You know, another thing about scouting this area is I have no idea where the invisible walls are. So, who cares? Who cares, like, what I'm finding and seeing? I don't know if I can even walk there as the monkey guy. So here's what's really important. We have these big troll giants. Oh, and I'm fighting him now? Great. I'm locked under his crotch. I dodged again, but I was... So, bravo, old potato head guy, dropping me in front of a boss fight. So maybe sometimes when you're in like the 3rd hit of a light attack combo, you can't dodge out. Because I was mashing, let me tell you. Let's try this again. You know, 1 enemy at a time. What? I dodged straight into it. One thing that I wish would happen is I wish it would auto-lock when I start attacking a guy. That might actually be helpful in this game. Usually I don't like that. I like to just free aim, but his free aim doesn't really work for him. So he kind of needs to lock on to whoever he starts hitting. I guess the benefit to not automatically locking on is that you could keep aiming the camera. But then if you want to do something like that and charge and then bust out a heavy, it's weird because you're going to have to like let it go and then you're going to have to charge and hold triangle and then let it go and then click the R stick to lock him. It's like this guy can keep attacking me even after a heavy attack. I'm in the corner. Oh yeah, you can dodge or you can jump. So if I don't know if I'm queuing up a second attack, maybe I'm gonna just press the attack once and see what happens. Because after an attack is finished, you can chain into a dodge. But if you're committed to the next attack, there's no canceling. So, because sometimes I must already be in the animation. Yeah, maybe that's why. Because see, you hit it once, and then a second time, and he kind of spins around. And then he does the twirl. What does he do after that? That big spin. And then he does a jump. So there's 5 light attacks. And so what am I collecting up in the top right here? I wonder if there's no loss of like souls or whatever golden power I have. I was holding triangle into it. Alright, so some of these is just... The controls are a little bit monkey. And you can jump. How does the, he doesn't like that. He like immobilized me, it looks like. Does jumping take my stamina? Yeah, it does. Jump attack does. Maybe perfect dodge gets parry back. Does attacking take stamina too? Ooh. So attacking takes stamina also. And so does jumping, and so does jumping attacking. Alright. Alright. So far I'm down. It's fun so far. Just trying to get a hang of the mechanics and learn what the best way to fight is. What are you? So I guess when he pushed me up against that pillar, I might have been able to jump up on this top ledge here. It's tough knowing where you can go and where you can't go because of all the invisible walls. I'm trying to see like what I want to look for here. And it's like, I wonder if you want to... Whoa! He really fucked me up. I wonder if you really want to be so close. Because it's like, you almost might want to get out of the way. Wow, this guy's fucking me up. And then you hear that like wooden... You hear that like wooden block. We both start our attacks at the same exact time. See, you hear that noise? And then I'm running out of stamina. So I think if I'm right about my charge heavy, that's going to be a good... That is going to be a good opener if I can get through them. And then you sort of hear your attacks knocking off of them, like knocking on wood, and then that's for you to know to like stop. Perform staff spin to block incoming projectiles. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Drop my weapon? Why would I just kill you? Let's go over here so I don't have to worry about those projectiles. Unless he wants to fight out there. Let's see that. Can you pick that up? So when I'm holding R2, up is evil, repelling, something. So hold R2 and press the D-pad and you get access to items. Now where else did I not explore? Up and around there. I'll go up and around there. How big is that though? I don't know if I want to go there yet. It's interesting when you're trying to judge like where you want to explore in a semi-open level, where you're like, I want to remember how to get back to where I was.
How dare you interrupt my meditation?
So clearly that's a boss. Clearly. What was I saying? It's funny that you're like looking for where you want to explore to make sure you don't get completely fucked up and die. So you can find your way back. Maybe I should kill this dude. Maybe I should cross this bridge and kill this dude. Jump, jump! And then maybe I'll try and find my way back to where I was. Where did I start from here? But there was another path down to the right, wasn't there? So let's keep looking at this area. I think there's a path down to the right where you can go also. But at least I'll get my bearings on the bridge. And we'll just go down. I think starting off with the heavy, if you get like a little bit of an armor hit, could be smart. I don't want to rush into anything too risky. And those tiki torches light the way. Yeah, I gotta remember to lock on when I'm starting to fight them. like I said, try and figure out how guaranteed the hit stun is. So as long as you know the rules, I think the combat's simple enough to get the hang of. It's just when you overextend yourself. So there's that giant. So we got a boss room and a giant. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to head to the right, my right, the level's left, and explore up and around. And then maybe this stuff you're gathering can make extra items for yourself. Got a bigger crow enemy. I don't have the confidence enough in the combat or in the controls yet to like just be able to challenge any enemy that I see. Kind of want to get the lay of the land here. I guess we'll fight this crow dude. The whole point is fighting. Might as well do it. I don't know if you can sneak up on him. Hell no, you can't. See, look, he busted at him. So maybe getting perfect dodges is really critical. There we go. Tiny pieces of gold. I think the game's slowing down now that I'm in that waterfall. Okay. So yeah, I think just not overextending yourself. And maybe allowing them a chance to try and attack and then dodge them out. I think I can hear somebody who's not me. I've been down there before. I recognize that pot. What was that, I heard the sharp sheen of metal like somebody was readying their blade. Okay, that's the upper path. Let's see if I can go back to the beginning of the area and take the rightmost path. This. Can't jump up there. I got no drink. That sucks that you can drink an empty gourd. It would have been cool if they would not allow you to even do the animation if you're empty. So when you get a perfect dodge and you leave those shadows behind, I wonder what the benefit is. If it makes the enemies, maybe those shadows are for that other type of spell. That's the bridge. Maybe you need perfect dodges to then create shadows to unleash with that spell. Yeah, I think there are menu options. Auto-enabling lock-on once you hit an enemy could be very, very useful. What have I seen so far? I think I'm just going towards that tall troll. Yeah. So, that bridge. Yeah, gather it. I don't know why he doesn't like picking stuff up sometimes. You gotta be looking at it, and the prompt has gotta be on the screen. He's secure all over again. So let's tangle with this troll. Or I guess you could run around him. And so how useful is jumping in combat? I guess to do jump attacks. I might even be able to walk around him. just see what's down here. What's down here? He jumped up there automatically. I didn't even press nothing. Which is to say I did not even press anything. You don't want to fall down there. I was like, is that a lower path or someplace I definitely don't want to fall? I gotta say, I'm having fun. This game seems really cool and adventurous. It seems like an easier, more casual action game. Might be a breath of fresh air to all these games are trying so hard. Oh. Alright, well, So now we're starting to get into... Hey, these enemies can hit each other. Cool. Damn, take that. Take that. Think you're going to surprise attack me with your projectiles? Take that. What else you got up here? Nothing? A lot of invisible walls. I wish there was a better way to show that I couldn't go through there.
Shh, keep quiet. You don't want to set off that beast. In the backyard is Blackwind Gwai's ally. Calls itself Lingshutsa. Considering your strength, I suggest you... Oh, get away while you can, little monkey.
Alright, so are there unlimited incests that I can do? So that I can, so then I could unlock new save points? So this is officially the second one. I wonder if I want to go back and try that guy. Travel, self-advance. What about craft armor? What's the deal here? Pilgrim's headband. Allows using the gourd while sprinting. That's cheap. What else? Not enough materials. Pilgrim's wrist wrap. Moderately increase sprint speed. When sprinting, moderately increase attack. And then what do we got this? Each second moderately increases attack. So the more you run, you kind of wind up your skill. That's really cool. So we have stat buffs with armor, and then we have unique attacks and magic. So there's a lot. They're trying to build out how you can customize your combat experience. I think that's really interesting. Hey, I might like this game. You know? Kind of more of an action focus. So it's interesting that it doesn't have the like true style combos of Devil May Cry, but it does have the just time dodging of maybe a Souls game or maybe even a God of War game. It's kind of a unique wrap of like all these old action games. It doesn't feel like Souls at all because you're not going slow, you're not preparing to die. You can really run right in there and beat them up. So he was saying don't go in here yet.
Once you pass that gate, there's no turning back.
There's no turning back. So it's an official total boss room. So maybe we'll need to go back and fight one of these, that troll, or maybe the other mini-boss standing with the red-hot weapon. And then I'm going to have to think about what type of build do I want to do, because there's really no point. I think what you could do if you want to at least impose a little bit of challenge on yourself is you could limit stat buffs that were about like giving you more health, more stamina, and just keep the base health and stamina, but build out your attack repertoire, and then the combat might become more unique for you, but you're still getting used to starting health, starting stamina, and like the abilities you can do while running or not while running. Because, like, let's see if I can even go in here and just look at it right here. Yeah, like, reduce the cost of sprinting, reduce the cost of dodging. You might just want to keep it there and kind of learn. Because it's a good way to learn in the beginning, like, oh, am I mashing dodge too much? Should I wait and just time 1? Am I attacking too much and I'm not getting damage? Should I manage the initial stamina? This is to help you if you're really running out. And it's a matter of, like, how much do I need, quote unquote. Eventually you might hit a spot where it's like, okay, I need more. I need more stamina. Whereas a new player might think this is too difficult, I'm just going to give myself more. But I don't want to spend resources on health and stamina when that's something we as a player can manage, and we want to get new attacks because that's more fun. Yeah, larger engage distance. What else does he have here? I kind of want some new attacks, maybe, or like a new weapon or something. Recovers. I mean, each talent level slightly increases the health recovery upon consuming a focus point. What's that? I guess that's just when you kill guys automatically. Sprint while charging. I don't know if that's necessary, but it seems fun. Pillar stance. So what's this? Switching to pillar stance up allows the destined one to support himself with the staff and ascend to its top by holding attack, avoiding ground attacks. The more focus he builds, the higher he can perch. Can I attack out of it? That seems kind of goofy. And then mysticism. I've done this already. You can do it again. Each talent level increases damage dealt to immobilized enemies. And then I guess as long as I unlock sparks, with 15 sparks level. So what does this mean? I'm level 6 of 15, but I have 4 sparks because I've spent 2 already. Okay. So the trees will become unlocked. Do I want to save for that stuff? It's cool they let you see it ahead of time. Hitting an immobilized enemy slightly extends the duration of the next immobilization inflicted upon them. Do they really get... extends the duration of the next immobilization? If I cast it on them twice, I might not be able to do that. So, yeah, for right now, let's just hold. What about my inventory? What about my inventory? Or my gear or whatever? What's underneath here? My weapon. So I can... let's see this. Maybe there are different weapons. Do I have anything to equip? Equip it to? What about this? Curios form, old gourd, evil repelling medicant. What is this? Let's remove, and then let's see what we can do on here. Using talisman, immediately free the soul from the body. Okay, we don't want that. That's like return. Increases damage reduction. Well, we don't need that. What else do I have? I've got nothing else. L2R2 nothing. And the gourd. What can I do with this? Can I upgrade my gourd? And then my inventory. What is this? Piece of gold yarn. Used in crafting weapons. Okay, cool. Each sip restores 33 of my health. Craft material. And a skanda. Okay. What about this? Any other gear? That's another thing. I'm not really picking up anything. So I'm not really picking up clothing or weaponry, but I am getting a lot of level points. I don't know what they name them in this game. I'm getting a lot of level points to essentially spend to upgrade myself. Oh, everybody might have respawned. That's fine. Let's see what we can do with this guy. So there's like a lot of mini bosses in the game. That's good. Yeah, see, I'm in an attack animation. And there's no way to dodge out of it. So that second square, he's winding up. Because the first square he hits, the second he winds up and then hits, then he twirls, then he winds up and hits again, and then he slams. So you're really committed to some of these animations. Okay. No problem. The Guanyin Temple. Let's fight this troll again. Hopefully it won't take too long to run back. I guess I could travel and see if the other temple spot is closer. Let me just run back this way. And I'm sprinting and look at my stamina. It's draining. It's draining. I wonder how many drinks I have. So let me see this. If I click L3 and I'm running, and my stamina's draining, can I click L3 again and stop? Okay. What if I click L3 and I'm running? Can I click R1 and I stop? Okay. So press and hold R1 to sprint and then release, but click L3 and run permanently. See, he knocked me out of my heavy. Let's try and immobilize him. And then really beat him up. Oh yeah, don't forget about running. So I confused him. Oh, he smashed into that... He smashed into that, He hit me out of it again. So, it's like charging up a heavy is not really worth it. I tried, I swear I tried dodging for it, but that didn't work. Let's see if I get an immobilization. I'm dead. Oh, the crack in the ground? I don't know about that. So sometimes when they wind up, it's really fast. So that wind up forward projectile he did, I should have just... I was waiting for it. So maybe they don't do the bullshit Bloodborne Sekiro. I'm winding and I'm winding and I'm winding and you know, and 2 1,000 and 3.5 1,000. Maybe it's really fast. So far I like it, and I definitely know it's because of how smooth the controls are. It's really comfortable. Walking, running, attacking, and dodging. And it's just because the controls are really nice. So, is this game made in Unreal Engine 5? I have a feeling that might be the case. And then if you click R3 to run and run out, it automatically stops and then starts recovering. So you don't have to worry about, like, clicking run off. I gotta think, though, R1 to run. I think R1 to run is gonna be better than... And you want to make him run. You want to make him roll into these pillars. Wow, he just does so much damage, and you really are committed. So don't commit so much to the. What the fuck? That range was crazy. I hit heal. He didn't do it. I'm hitting it. He's not doing it. Let's charge up. And he doesn't die. I'm dead. So, it seems not like it's not worth charging up. Maybe after I dodge, do a heavy. Or is heavy just not worth it? Is heavy not worth it? Enemies with shields can use them to block regular attacks. So maybe heavy is only for certain enemies? Let me see. So it seems like getting this guy to run into those headstones is like one of the gimmicks of this thing. What else? Maybe heavy is not as useful against a boss. I'm going to try and immobilize him. I'm going to try and spend the immobilize instantly so that it has time to recover. And I'm going to just use light attacks against his immobilized self. What else could I do? You're kind of committed just to like one light attack at a time. So light attack 2 and 4 in the chain are really, they require a lot of animation and leave you vulnerable. So maybe and heavy attack after dodging. Oh, he hit the pillar. So then now let's go by another pillar. I dodged through luckily. We'll do a heavy attack. That's too vulnerable. I mean, it staggers, though. Still can't immobilize it. I tried it a second time. I'm healing. I want him to hit these pillars. I guess that's the gimmick, though. Oh, two... I got stuck, and then he ran up. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm stuck on something on the ground. Alright, it was a new attack. Alright. I'm getting stuck on something on the ground, so when he goes... and he winds back and runs toward me, that's not the attack, but it pushes me. Then he hits once, and then twice. So sometimes he would do that shit, and I would be getting pushed into the environment. And then another thing that would happen, and then he did the new lunge attack. So new attacks. I wonder also if, like, when he does the ground pound and it sends those red cracks in the ground, I wonder if that's something that you have to jump. Well, and you can sneak around the backside of that one path, and what do I want to say? Maybe to try and get him to run into those pillars. I was trying to think, like, how can I make him run into these pillars and knock his head? But then I thought, I'm trying to, like, play the fight with that gimmick too much. I should just focus on combat and not worry about it. I fucking died anyway. So it's tough to tell when you're really locked into an animation. I want to fucking dodge out of it. See, like, look at these things. You can walk behind them. So it's like... Oh yeah, R1 will run. I hit it again. And now he wrecks it. Whatever. Is he gonna... He fucking blew up out of the ground? What the fuck is this? I fucking dodged. Hey, you're really pulling out a lot of bullshit this round. It hit the ground. Alright. He has all new attacks now. Now all of a sudden he doesn't want to stomp his foot. He wants to slam his hands in the ground and blow up. And he had a new projectile. I'm done. I'm done fighting him. I'm done. Let's see who else we can fight. I'm just kidding. Let's see who else we can fight. But that's interesting. He gets new attacks that he didn't break out the first time. One thing that I wonder about games like this and Bloodborne and any type of action game is Nioh. Is there like a log in the code of the game where the game is learning, oh, the player has seen these attacks before when the boss does them and successfully dodges them, so we're going to start using new attacks that they've never seen before, or we're going to start repeating the attacks that they don't know how to dodge? I wonder if the game has like an active learning system where it knows that. So he had a variety of new attacks the second time that really the third or fourth time that I fought him. The hand swipe's fine, the blast is fine, and the stomp is fine. But then he has a ground slam, and he has not just a running charge, but a running leap. So the multi-ground slam, it hits the ground. You're going to have to jump that. And then he did that lunging shit. The two times where he hit me were completely new attacks I'd never even seen. And I'm not really doing a lot of... Well, I don't know if it's a matter of doing damage or if it's a matter of doing... stun. The heavy attack just doesn't really seem to work that great. Anybody following me? Let's see who's in here.
Another monkey, I see. Why don't you lay down your weapon and join me in this mercy? What say you?
So I initiated a heavy. Let's see what it does. I mean, it does stagger them, I will admit. When do I get to attack? Fuck. Why do you have projectiles and I don't? Let's try a heavy attack. What the hell happened there? Consecutive rolling extinguishes fire. I'm dead. Oh, if he sets me on fire. Gotcha. I was like, why would rolling extinguish the fire on his weapon? Let's charge. See, I'm locked in already. So that heavy sucks. It's like not really that useful. Maybe I want to get him in the corner. Maybe I'm not attacking enough. He didn't do it. I pressed that he didn't start heavy, but no big deal. They stay locked like that for a long time. It takes longer than last time. Dude, I fucking did dodge. I got nothing. I think it's gonna throw it. I attacked into it from behind? Come on, man. So what does he really have? I think his bark is worse than his bite. I think he has what? The basic attack, and then he has the 4 attack roll over, and then he has the toss. But I do think this, I'm starting to realize this game really is, it's getting to be a little bit more of a rhythm game. It's getting to be a little bit more of, like, now's your time to attack, but then you have to stop, and now's your time to dodge their attack. So what am I trying to do? Get these perfect dodges? What does that do for me? What is this now? This is where I am? Outside the forest. Let's try and warp back here. What am I running low on? Just health? He takes a lot of damage. It's like he could die in 2 hits. What else do I want to... I don't think I want to do anything else on there. I gotta remember to run with R1. So then now, is this where the frustration's gonna set in? The bosses? But to be fair, these bosses are optional. And I guess I could keep... Now, it's a full combo! It's a full combo! And I roll off the bridge. Alright. Alright. Getting a little upset! So how many drinks do I have? 4? How do I get my drinks back? I didn't dodge. Maybe after I dodge to a heavy. I'm fucking dead. I think doing light attacks during the immobilize might be better. I don't know though. You think do heavy after dodge? I gotta start remembering to try that. And then if you could get one on him. He does it twice. Okay, okay.
You only look like it.
Alright, his moves, they're different enough where you can think of dealing with them in a unique way. He does the 4-over, he does the twirl, he does the stab, but visually recognizing what he's about to do, I think is what's getting confusing to me. And I'm kind of getting bored of... I need a way to initiate more offense. Because this attitude of, I'm going to wait for them to do something, and then dodge, I'm yielding offense to them, and I'm acquiescing into defense. That's a big word, but it means giving into, going on the defensive. So you take your turn and I'll dodge. That's not offense. And the other thing about these Souls games is, especially like I said, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 1 has a poise system where I know based on what weapon I have and what my attacks are, I know how many times I need to hit the enemy in order to stagger them. So I don't care if you're Ornstein. If I have a scimitar two-handed, 3 hits and you're getting stunned. So in this game, figuring out, okay, it seems like a heavy is going to stagger them, so it seems worthwhile. What else? I guess just when they're winding up, you got to stop and look to dodge. See again, like you wind up your attack and you're stuck. Oh, let's see. You wind up your attack and you're stuck. So he comes in and it's like, do I just have to stand here and wait to dodge you? It's like, let me just get one in. And then he starts swinging and it's like, yeah, okay, dodge. All I did was one light attack, then dodge. He's running toward me. Light attack and dodge. And it's like, no, you're stunned, and this is a combo, and you're on fire. So this sequence, where you're repeating things, and it's like, so what I want to do doesn't work? How's that fun? Well, you need to learn the correct thing to do and repeat it. It's like, okay. We're getting into the point of an action game where it's starting to lose its luster. I think that the damage is just good enough, but more damage would be great. Let's focus. Maybe an early immobilize. And you really have to play with the lock on. You might as well just fucking lock on automatically. And see, what do I get for perfect dodging him? Nothing. He attacks first and then I dodge. Like I'm waiting for it. That was a full combo! He's attacking me, I'm dead. Let's get aggressive. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I think I'm over it. I think I'm over it. You gotta take the chance to... You gotta take the chance to hit him and do some damage. I fucking pressed it, dude. Like, what do I get for fucking dodging it? Do I get health or stamina back or what? I want to stay close to him. I pressed it! I'm sick of this! Get out of there! I have no stamina, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Maybe I am running out of stamina.
Master spoke of you.
So now I get a spell. It's not even a new weapon. A new spell. Alright. That could be it. Getting more aggressive and really taking your hits. And knowing when to charge. Maybe running with the charge is going to be worth it then, because the enemies wind up very far away because they flip backward, and it's like, if I could charge this up, maybe running with the charge is worthwhile. I'm willing to do that right now. What is this staff spin? We know about that. And more stamina. We'll get there. Hold to awaken. I'm holding to awaken this. So what is this now? Ring the bell. So, because they run away from you a lot and you have to chase them, but then you're wasting stamina. And then you're waiting for them to come to you so you can dodge their attacks.
Now everyone knows you're here. When a chime so grand echoes in the forest, the Yaoguais will surely be alarmed.
What else do I want? So chasing the bosses during the fight. Staying close to them, because they can attack full screen. They can run away and then attack full screen at you, either throwing a projectile or lunging at you. And it's like, well, so I want to stay close to them. What's the deal here? Another thing is, my gourd's pretty much all bummed out. So what do I get for a perfect dodge? Maybe I get a little bit of health back. And what's the blue stuff? You notice the blue meter? I haven't even learned what that is yet. And I'm kind of... So you can still maneuver. You can still do moves when you're out of stamina. I can still attack. I can still attack when I don't have stamina, but I don't know if I can still dodge. So let's see what this spell is. Red Tide. It just makes my weapon fire. He's getting burned. So that's still like a nice stagger. Wow, so you see what, so he made it look like he was gonna stomp his left foot, but then he just slammed down the, that shit on me. So the red fire spawn pretty much just serves as like a better stagger attack. Once again, he did that ground pound. I guess I should have jumped. Maybe you can jump and do a heavy slam into him. I like the jump heavy attack. So, fighting that troll dude, got a new spell, maybe a jump heavy. Let's see, while there's a little bit of time remaining on the trial, who's inside this temple. Maybe that would have been a time. Figuring out the time when you can successfully charge. See, because look, that does good damage. And it, look, you notice how he's, like, running backward on me? They, like, run away. I fucking pressed it. So I'm already committed. I pressed it again. That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, run while charging is pretty useful. You just can't dodge out of it holding it. Dude, I thought that I had the fucking thing to give me some armor on that shit. Let's immobilize him. Let's spend this magic. Oh my god, area of effect, that's bullshit. I don't like that they run away and then they lunge toward you. How am I supposed to get toward him? And I don't like that I can't dodge out of charging a heavy thing. Look at this shit. I can't hit you, I don't have a projectile. And then I whiff. Let's use this. It's whiffing. You're whiffing! Come on, dude! Let's do a heavy out of this fire shit. I think the heavy is no good. I think light is what's good. Smashing like crazy. Are you gonna run again? Yeah, of course. That's... He's reaching behind his back. I pressed it and he fucking didn't do it. Heavy sucks. He's in the middle of an animation. First try. With all that magic, and I could fucking immobilize him? Get out of here! Running around, jumping off roofs and behind me, hitting the fucking behind the back hitbox. First fucking try with magic.
A great pill, the Blackwing Guide gifted the wolf. Finding it would be a deserving reward for that fight.
Are you running? Gotta run back and fucking heal. Let me rest and recuperate. So what would you think? Upgrade stamina and health recovery and not drink gourds? How would you make this tougher on yourself? What restrictions would you impose? I'm definitely using magic because it's fun. That's for one thing. And I don't know that running out of stamina is really the problem. Celestial pot, okay. More health. I do think that it's fun though, just because of how it feels to dodge and how it feels to attack. And I think the enemies look cool. That guy was fun. I definitely like that wolf more than that stupid fire bitch. So yeah, it's just learning their attacks and being comfortable, like, when they telegraph what they're about to do, you really gotta calm down and, like, when he gets on the roof, he's gonna slam. When he swipes twice. So if they have that, like, what's cool about Bloodborne is that the bosses are really exciting. These enormous beast, Cleric Beast and Vicar Amelia. And you're, like, cutting apart these huge beasts. 15 minutes on the trial. I'm going to admit I would buy this and play it more. Because I'll tell you why. Because I'm curious about what he gets to build out his attack repertoire. If you can unlock new attacks, and maybe there's something useful that you find you want or need from the combat system, like maybe there's something that I need to do in combat, and there's like a skill that you can unlock that enables that. That could be pretty fun. And you get new weapons. So maybe the leveling up, if there's a focus on bosses, maybe the leveling up is like critical to be exciting.
Like you. You don't look like a Yaogwai from these parts. Have you come to earn the Black Wind King's favor? Hear me. That bear is but a hollow shell. They can grant you nothing. Don't waste your time with him.
Is this guy an NPC or a merchant?
He lies about cheating death and even the treasures. His followers are, all of them, deceived. Blackwind Gwai is a sly one.
Alright, he's just like a storytelling horse who sits there. I'm getting some autosaves. I don't know, what do you think? Try the troll one more time? Alright. Alright. Try the troll one more time. Maybe I'll buy this and play more. This is a recommend. I definitely like it. It's because it's smooth and it's fun to hit into the enemies. Maybe if there's like a dodge faster, I don't know. If there's more weapons. I don't know, I like it. I think it's to its benefit, it's not trying to be so hard. It's just trying to be fun. So do these enemies chase me if I come back here? Do they get involved? Let's see. So I can run and start charging. I think that's critical. I'm stuck in the wall. Yeah, they're getting involved. What's going on here? I can't see. Yeah, he's involved. And so, what was I fucking doing? I was charging something, and he didn't let it go. And then, I got hit by that blast. Because I was trying to dodge backwards, not forwards. This guy might be tougher than I think. So you can run and start charging. That's really good. Yeah, there's got to be like a way to auto-lock on or something. Auto-lock on to the next enemy you hit. Like, look at it! Where are you hitting? He's right here. What does L2 do? I'm holding L2. What does L2 do? Is it supposed to be like a parry? So let's see if we can make this guy run into these pillars. I jumped and he still hit me. Whoa! Whoa! 4 times? This is bullshit. And it's a projectile. Alright. Maybe this guy's just kind of not a nice guy. So maybe when he does that, maybe you save immobilize for that. I don't know. Can I do immobilize and then do my fire magic? Let's try that. Let's try that.
My shield won't hold.
So you gotta kill him so he doesn't enter the fight. Let's see here. So you can start charging. Oh, stamina's being drawn while I'm charging. No shit. Let's do this. He didn't do it. Please lock onto him. He hit me out of the heavy. That's bullshit. I dodged again. I fucking hit it sometimes. It doesn't do it. So am I in an animation? I swear you can... That doesn't fucking stagger him when I'm in his power stance, and I just want to mash and not dodge? What does my heavy do in this? Oh, my heavy goes through him. Oh, waste it though. No, get out of the way. This is what I'm talking about. You're in an animation and he won't cancel out of it. I press attack, then the enemy does an armor attack, and I'm stuck and I can't dodge out because I'm already animation committed. I don't like sitting and waiting for the enemy, man. I wanna attack square. So then when he does that burst, what are you supposed to do? When he does that burst, what do you do? So look at my stamina. I'm charging. That fucking enemy's in here. Dude, I fucking dodged again! I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead inside this thing. I'm still dead. And I'm dead again. This guy's, like, setup is fucked up. Alright, no more heals, no more magic. So basically I wasted all my magic and all my heals getting out of an impossible setup. Look, I'm stuck. There are times where you get stuck. Is it that I'm knocked down, or is it that I'm... He changed his attack again. So he stepped, and then he went once, and then instead of going back across, he spun all the way around. So it's like, this is really tough. He's changing his setups, so when you learn one string, like stomp, swing, swing, he'll change it to a full rotate, and you can't dodge the same way. Or like, he'll stomp the ground, then again, then a fourth time, then he'll get his foot stuck in the ground again, and then he'll blow up. And it's like, you can't even jump. You have to just run away. So maybe I don't want to fight it. And I'm getting stuck in the environment also. There are times where you get knocked down. I get that. Look, see? Too far away. Would you stop attacking so I can? He didn't heal. I'm pressing these fucking buttons and he doesn't do it. I pressed dodge, he didn't do it. I'm stuck. So look at that again. There are times where you're getting a hit stun. Like he stepped, he wasn't even facing me, he steps. And the ground cracks and I'm behind him and I'm stuck. And he spins around and hits me. So there's all kinds of instances where, like, I want to queue something up and it's just, you're unable. You're in stun, you're knocked down. I'm trying to hurry it up and kill this motherfucker. Like, look at how long you gotta wait for this dude. Alright, last try. I got all my magic, all my heals. Don't forget stamina. See, look at this. Probably should not have unleashed that yet. So he's gonna blow up again? Oh fuck. I was already charging up. I'm knocked down. Oh my god. I dodged. Fuck. I'm fucking pressing it. He's gonna blow. One time when he, I think there was one dodge where I really did get him. See, look at that. That's why. Look, it's not queuing up. Look, that's why. So I gotta queue up my dodges if I want to cancel from an attack into them. Much later. What is this? What is this staying here now? What is this staying here now? Well, no matter. What can I say that hasn't already been said? 2-hour PS Plus premium trial. I think that Black Myth Wukong is a success. I think that it's fun, and I think that I like it. I think maybe some of the bosses might get you a little frustrated, but it's satisfying to focus and pay attention and persevere. Dodging and running and moving around is very smooth. And I like the engine. And the impact of the hits is extremely satisfying. I like the magic. And it remains to be seen what type of attack abilities you can unlock. Will they really help out in bosses? Will they add some variety? And then your gear. There's plenty of ways to level up, improve your stats, changing gear, and then leveling up like health and stamina if you need an easier time. I was trying to see what the experience was like just working with base health and base stamina. It's challenging enough. And I think, I don't know how built out the levels would be. or the enemies, the basic enemies, they're probably just there for you to level up, but the focus is probably on the bosses. I think with the variety in skill points and attack abilities, that might add variety to like the combat experience. But the enemies themselves, they look pretty creative. The troll, the wolf. So yeah, overall, I would definitely check it out and play it more. It's certainly got a lot of positive response online. I didn't really see people like playing it a lot, streaming it a lot, or like doing boss videos and stuff, but maybe I just didn't look for that. But yeah, overall, pretty positive opinion. I might even pick it up myself, and you should too. Black Myth Wukong.